listening to the Dynamic Women podcast. Each week, you'll be inspired by our global community of women. They'll share with you tools and stories to help you be dynamic in every area of life. Here's your host, award-winning coach, and the CEO and founder of Dynamic Women, Diane Rolston.
Hello, lovely dynamic women, and welcome to the Dynamic Women podcast. I'm your host, Diane Rolston, and today I'm so excited to be able to share with you all about a book that can inspire you, motivate you, and really give you a lot of opportunities to be mentored by other successful women. And why do I say other? Because you are probably very successful in your own way. And whether this is success in your career, your business, your home life, with your friends, in love, in your personal development, in your spiritual life, whatever it may be, you are a success. And wouldn't it be great to just be able to, bring in a little bit more success? In the way that we think of it with dynamic women and with the work I do in coaching, that true success comes when you're fully satisfied in life. Isn't that true? Yeah. And when we think about being a dynamic woman, you can be successful in who you are, not just in what you do. So let me give you a little background about the book. So the official title of the book is Dynamic Women: Success Secrets. Top thought leaders, experts, and dynamic women share their stories and secrets on success. So success is the main theme. So in the book, there are 52 women. Now, it didn't start off as 52 women. What I was doing in the beginning was, there were women that I admired, clients of mine, and colleagues as well, who I thought, man, they have great stories. And through the work we've done together, just through conversations, I'm finding that a lot of them are feeling that writing a book is hard and it takes a lot of time, and maybe it's not part of their journey or one of their goals that they have, but they have great stories to tell. And I feel that it is my responsibility to help them to get their story out there, to get their knowledge out there, share who they are so that all of us can really learn from them and grow and be motivated and inspired. That ripple effect that one person's story can have on others is extremely powerful. So I wanted to give a voice to women who didn't have a goal to write a book or felt that writing a book was just too much work. Or, as I found out later, they maybe didn't feel that they had the confidence to put a book together themselves, or that they even had a story worthy enough of being in print. So I put together, at the start, it was going to be, about 25 women. But as I met more women, I kept seeing what would be possible for them in having a book. Also the strategy behind it for them in their lives and their careers and in the legacy that they want to leave. So in the end, we got more than 40. And then I thought, well, there are 52 weeks in a year. 52 would be a phenomenal number, so that every week, maybe on a Sunday night or kicking off the week with a Monday morning, you read one story, one set of secrets on success. And then you get to percolate it on all week and implement it. Because how often do we just power through a book? You're sitting on a plane, or you read a few pages at night before you go to sleep, but you end up forgetting part of what you've read, and we don't implement what's actually being given to us. So this gives you that opportunity, if you want, to have the whole week to implement the inspiration, the message, the secrets that this woman has given you. Because what I also find is, as women, we're very loving, we're very giving, but sometimes we can be in a place where we don't want to give away our secrets, or we're too humble. We don't want to tell our story. So this gives the women an opportunity to share, but also for us to hear, because not every person wants to share. So we get to have that inside scoop from all of these different women. Now you may be saying, but I want to read it like one story a day, or I want to sit down and actually like read it through. Great. That's awesome. But this gives you another way of consuming the book, and not just consuming it so that it's gone, but actually living some of the truth and messages that are in the book. So let me tell you a little bit more about these women. So the accomplished women that were in the book were selected because of their commitment to serving others and really their willingness to share their secrets for living a successful life. And in reading the book, I know that you are going to be able to have some really powerful insights and shifts, because with inspiring stories and real life examples, the Dynamic Woman Success Secrets book, it's going to show you how to use simple tips to move ahead, to boost your motivation. It's going to help you to increase your success. You'll be able to learn from successful women. You'll expand your network of dynamic mentors because, not only do you get to hear the story or read the story from the women or the secrets, but you also get to learn more about them, and their contact details are inside. I find I read a lot of books and a lot of anthologies or collaborative books, or compilations. And what I find is I have to go digging to find out more about the person. And I'd much rather have all the information in my hands already, so that if I was inspired at the moment, I could just reach out to that person or jump on their website, check them out. That would be much more efficient for me. And so that's why I felt that their information needed to be in the book. Plus, you could read their story and then really be blown away by what they've done, or really have some deeper understanding about what they've accomplished or how they've done it and what was going on in their life at the same time. So this book will also help you to feel inspired to achieve your goals. Not every woman in the book is making multiple millions of dollars. Not everyone lives in a mansion. Not everyone is an award winner. But each one of them is valuable. Each one of the women is high caliber in her own way and worthy of being in a book about success. And so you are going to be able to pull from each story thinking, wow, this woman's just like me, or wow, this woman sounds just like my friend, or how inspiring that this woman overcame what she did. That's the true beauty of this, the variety, the almost kaleidoscope of different kinds of women. In this book, we've got CFOs of companies, we've got award winners, Miss Canada, successful entrepreneurs, we have solo business owners, we have network marketing superstars, we have stay-at-home moms. We have such a variety, and in that, you're going to get a wide range of ways to be inspired. So the exciting thing about this book is that 52 authors were born. And this is my commitment that every year I'm going to be putting out another book. So in the 2019 book was Success Secrets. The theme for 2020 is confidence. And in 2021, well, you'll have to wait for that. We recently had the 2 book launch parties, one on the East Coast of Canada and one on the West Coast, because we were about half and half women. There were some women from across Canada, but mainly East and West Coast, because I have a bi-coastal business, which is important to me because I live in the West Coast, but my parents, my brothers and their families and my in-laws and my brother-in-law and such, they all live on the East Coast. So I come over maybe 3-4 times a year to spend time with my parents. And so my kids have time with their grandparents. That is extremely important. So that's how I ended up with authors from both sides of the country, and then just reaching out to others who I felt would be a really good fit. And so we had an East Coast book launch and a West Coast book launch, and they were so fun. But the best part was just seeing the authors being able to autograph their piece in the book. One of them came up to me and said, Diane, today I actually became an author. Today feels like the day. This feels real now because the party has happened and everybody's asking me to sign or autograph the book and getting photos with the book and touching the book. And it's real now. And thank you so much. And that's half of why I did it. And the other half is for the readers. So for you, if you're going to be one of the readers, that's awesome. The book you can grab at dianerolston.com/success. And then the confidence book will be /confidence. Though if you're listening to this right away, then you're going to have to hold on because the confidence book information is not up yet. But if you're wanting to be part of that, reach out to me, Diane at dianerolston.com. Be happy to talk to you about being one of the authors sharing your story or sharing your secrets on confidence. And I also have to say that just because you're in a book about success or in a book about confidence, and this is true for all of my authors, it doesn't mean that every single moment of every day and in every single area of their life, for their whole lives, they have been successful. That's not the case. Or that they even currently feel successful in every single area of life. But what they've done is they've shared a message or they've shared a time in their life when they have been able to be successful. And the other way it could have been is that they've shared a set of secrets on a specific topic. And so it's true that these women are all successful. And the same with confidence. There might be an author in there that feels confident in certain areas of her life or in a certain situation, or she was able to have confidence at some point to get over something, a time when she was fearful. And each of these stories and each of these authors are worthy of being in the book. So if you're sitting there going, oh, I can never be part of it because I'm not, 150% confident all the time, or I can never be in that success book because I don't think I'm successful, I encourage you to really look at how false that is and to ask yourself, what part of me is successful? What part of me is confident? And really get into that space because we judge ourselves way too much. And the number one limiting belief is I am not enough. And that's not okay with me. And I hope that's not okay with you either. And I get that, we have days when we feel off, and that's fine. That happens. But it's important to be really regarding ourselves in a higher way so that our self-esteem and our self-efficacy can be there along with confidence. So I'm just going to do one final little wrap up here, talking about the parties, and, wanted to really give a shout out to our sponsors in Ontario. I wanted to thank our kitchen, our venue host, and Sweet Bakery, Stacy Bester, and Diana Chiru, who provided tea, and Michelle Lovell, who did my hair and makeup. It was awesome. And Sherry Smith doing photography, and Kim Clark for providing our wonderful photo props that she made, she painted and then made for us. And so I think that's all of our people on the East Coast. And then on the West Coast, thank you to Innovar Construction for their beautiful space, to Steph's Custom Cakes for our really cool cake that we had, made into a book, and to Simmer, who did my hair and makeup using the Stellar Beauty brand. And we had Dead Frog as our beer sponsor, and Nude for our vodka drinks. And also Suzanne Tube, who was really instrumental she's a print broker in helping us get the best quality hardcover books So the books look fantastic, absolutely amazing. And to all the authors who chipped in, helped in time to put the parties together. And on the East Coast, Catherine Farrar is the Our Kitchen owner. So just wanted to make sure I did a shout out to all of these lovely ladies and gents who helped out to make these parties amazing. And Ida Adamowitz, who's going to be putting our video together. So a big thank you to everyone, including Angel Cal, one of our authors, who did a champagne toast in our West Coast party. It was such a great time. The joy on the authors' faces as they were signing or autographing the books was just such fulfillment for me. I feel so blessed to be able to be surrounded by such amazing women and to bring their stories to you. So again, if you want to be part of a future book, maybe Confidence by the time you're listening to this is already done. And so if you want to be part of a future book, reach out to me, Diane at DianeRolston.com, and I'll let you know where we're at with things and to see if you're fit for our book. So if you're listening to this, I really hope that you today feel that you're enough and that every day you have high self-esteem to be really going out there and kicking butt and doing all the amazing things. And remember, just like the authors in this book, you can be an inspiration, a motivation, and be a mentor, be an impact, an influencer to others in positive ways. So really stand in your brilliance and stay dynamic.
Thank you, Dynamic Women, for joining us today. Please hop on over to iTunes to subscribe and leave us a review. Who do you know who needs to hear our message? We'd love it if you'd share our channel with your friends and family. If you're ready to be more dynamic, have more balance and more success, head over to www.dynamicwomenclub.com/free gift for your Key to Success book. Stay dynamic.